bounty hunter, so they get their own kind of Ricky. You get the track, which I suppose could help against the Ricky. No, they're going to go with the Ogre, one that actually bugged with his Tricks of the Trade ultimate. Now it's a profitable pick and the kind of position Sai is going to be in, but there's something I danced around with a bit in Overthrow, and it definitely seemed to do a ridiculous amount of damage, and here we go already. First blood is going to be on S4 in the bottom lane, and it goes to RTZ. Rickies don't ever roam in the mid lane.
It's because you're almost always level 2 by that time.
But yeah, now it's like, hey, hold on a second here. I don't have nearly as much resources as I normally would in this kind of position, and this is going to be a bit IT. I mean, I'm letting you pass with EB.
With who?
With EB?
EB?
You say EB for Ethereal Blade.
EB? What's wrong with EB?
I don't know. I mean,
Ethereal Blade.
What's wrong with IT?
Because IT already stands for something.
Mid lane. On in a bit of trouble. We'll get burst down to the end. It looks like Crit's going to get last say with the pure. But the mid lane matchup is Sumail at 15 and 10 denies to 8 and 4 on Storm. We anticipated it was going to be a pretty nice matchup on paper for the OD.
S4 is getting a lot of levels on the bottom lane, so this can kind of make up for the discrepancy. He did give him an early kill, but he's still level 4.5.
Level 2 Purifying Flames is going to be good enough for the vision. Yes, it will. Oh, yes. Good persistence there. Good. He has forced 3 from OG into the woods. He has even managed to blink strike out and away. He's going for the TP. He is dead. All right, Zai, it was a close call, and we would have seen probably on red, I'm sure, from EG's point of view for quite a while, but Fly's the one that's kind of in a bit deep. Now going to have to cross over the smoke screen here. Long hit, the Fortune's End. Now S4 steps into play. Still not level 6, and without a lasso, may not have a whole lot of say in the matter, as it looks like they will be able to swarm around Fly and get the finish.
So why did Ricky fall off?
And was before that Ricky was having problems against. I guess is my first line of detective work. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Zai's making a great case for him here as Universe by his side sets up the roar, and they take S4 down again.
Yeah, Ricky's owning, dude. Walk in the sentry range. Nope. No, he is not. He knows they have a sentry up there, though, because they took down his ward, but S4... Oh, S4.
It's been a rough game for him already. 0 and 3. Let's make it 0 and 4. Smoke screen with nowhere really to fly. They're going to commit the roar on this one just to secure it. Universe with a killing spree now. Well, let's see. Yep, Sumail's moving forward. There's no tier 1 to TP2 if you're EG. And just as fast as he gets the prison off, there's going to be S4 with the lasso and the pullback. Now looking to fly on forward. Ana needs a bit more mana, a bit more of a jump. Gets in now, but Zai shows up, gets off the smoke screen, but the prison is going to be, unfortunately, onto the bat. I don't know if Sumo maybe put it onto himself. It might have been helping keep him alive, but over here on the side, it looks like Universe is caught up in a bit of arms. Still holds on to the Primal Roar here. May need to use it, or might decide to hold it if he feels like he could be dropping his own life. The chase is on. The stolen boar, the chase from Eric, but now getting it coaxed in under a smoke screen. Zai turns it back and around. That's after the roar is going to be committed. S4 continues to make chase. Now has to offer a TP out. Will be able to make it away.
Yeah, he was already facing that way, and it takes him less mana to get this D, so it was definitely the right play from him. But I think a perfectly placed smoke screen would have taken well.
OG,
that's a matter of interest.
Smoke moving to the bottom lane. They cut off Universe. He's able to get off the roar, but the Astral is here. That's a stolen Astral from Jarek, still unfortunate for Universe. Court spot.
They need the Hawk. Hawk just came off cooldown.
And there it is. Oh, they went up the stairs. S4 runs into RTZ. Now there's going to be the stolen roar committed onto RTZ. Another roar, this one from Universe. The lasso pull up as they get RTZ to the high ground now. Allows Ana to isolate him up there, and they're going to be able to get the burst, but the false promise does come out to keep RTZ alive. They continue to duke it out from the bottom half. They move in for no tail. The book being able to push him back and away. RTZ does get finished. EG could consider pulling off now. But first they're going to get the swipe onto Jarix, making it a 1-for-1 trade, but that is all EG. Again, once again toward the Roche distance, it looks like they will be able to get the finish. And also according to the plan of Drow Ranger.
Storm.
EG are not going to be looking to overstretch their boundaries here. But now S4 looking to move in, just as he tries to go for the lasso play. Universe is already ready to go and jumps in with his own Primal Roar and makes connection.
Okay.
Ana might with an is.
Yeah, Bloodstone at the ready. He's only a half mana though, so that's not ideal.
Oh, they've surrounded Mail with the benefit of that is rune. Jerix and Anna are hoping that they can get the job done, but Zai's here now, drops down the smoke screen, makes things a bit interesting. Tricks their trade is going to be committed, and now Arteezy tries to get the finish onto Anna. They are going to be able to bring him down, but that's just going to be the Aegis. Zai and company look to backpedal and make it away. Jerix now gets Arteezy set up with the Astral, another stolen, it's going to be a stolen smoke screen. Now the right click comes through from No Tail and is going to be able to take out Arteezy. The damage. The rest of EG have already kind of hightailed it back, but with a few straggling behind, they might be able to kind of just step out. It looks like they melt to the low ground, but the chase continues. This S4 blinks over, flame breaks, right clicks, and they're going to get it done. Sumail's going to be dropped, so will Arteezy.
Didn't respond either. Only 12 charges on a level 13 Storm Spirit. And Radiant has you scanned, they have found someone. And
oh, it's Fly. It's their fat support. But with right clicks coming out and some extra bursts, they're going to be able to get it. S4 was also around. Universe catches him again with another roar and will take him out.
Oh, that's a nice +1 to get.
Yes, it is. Farm time.
He went for the unusual build of going for the Blink Dagger before Neko 2. You'll see it sometimes, the Blink Dagger before Neko 3.
Whoa, man. A huge jump in there by Anna, man. I was done Arteezy and are looking to punish anyone else who's willing to be a bit overzealous, and it could be Zai. Zai sees him, draws down the smoke. Follow-up play is the jump in from Universe with the Arteezy bomb will allow them to quickly take out S4. But now Anna to get the pullback on for Sumail. They're going to look to right click the block, and they're going to get it done. Here comes the damage now. No Tail right clicking through on Arteezy. Going to get the false promise to keep him alive and well. Damage continues to chunk though, and I don't think there's enough heal to save him from it. And that will be the destruction. Double kill now for No Tail. But and with that and the power of Anna moving on forward, they will quickly Shrek on through 4 of EG.
I believe it's Storm. If Storm gets another Aegis, I don't even think it matters if the Drow Ranger dies, because Anna can clean all of them up.
Looks like OG have already stepped out. They could come all the way across here and catch EG on the way out. That's what Sumail or S4's game plan is. Oh, he'll settle for the courier. Gets that one and gets the crit grab. With Anna making a long committed jump, it looks like they will be able to get just the support snipe along with
Not the right time.
They're thinking about it. They're hanging on the outside, but eventually OG's going to be inside the base. And look at that, they've been able to die. He has to go into the tricks of their trade. Universe commits in. They're going to be able to blow up S4 right away. They snag it. Obviously, when the stakes are this high. And final before you. Okay, on it, looking to go all the way in. See you later, Zai.
Blow the man down.
Destruction.
You think it's such an easy jump and you're out of mana?
Well, you gotta like get bottle along the way, pull all the tricks in on it, or just have set outside the base and close this one out sooner than they'd like. And OG fast to get new creatures on the ground. Where does that move it is? That's going to be the racks down already.
How useless is Life Stealer this game? Oh my goodness.
Really not getting a whole lot. As Anna will make it fit in for some mail. There's gonna be the pullback. He gets off the prison onto himself. And now with Anna pretty much disappearing from the map. I don't know where he went. Now making the jump for Arteezy. Gets the pullback in the kill. That's a takedown. Mega kill for No Tail. And as he looks at the follow-up, trying to get Sumail here, a new prison will be there, but they eventually grab him. He's going to be out for a buyback. And that will cost them the rest.
That's pretty much the game right there. Anna going crazy on the Storm though. Gave way too much space to No Tail though. I really like his decision though to go to the Ancient. I really think that propelled them to where they needed to be, because it allowed Jerix to just farm so good that they played. And a lot of that was due to Universe's choices, just completely second lane. But the way they proceeded systematically from lane to Ancient to Roche and just met beats up with Spirit. Marksmanship plus bloodlust is just way too much EG to handle.
And that will be the official call, seeing their tracks going to spinning them off for a whole lot. Certainly doesn't look good. Game putts along. Looks like it's going to be over on the back end of the disconnect. They're ready to stop right in the game number 3.
I think they also for a much faster pace than game 1. I think EG has a game zone. And especially if it's like a slow roll into the late game. And OG, they took him out, and they took him out fast.
What a terribly awkward way to end the game. Okay, there we go. But you get it done. Almost a destructive EG in game 1. They just got a lot faster. Their battle lineup succeeds wonderfully. They kind of as they already mentioned, we're able to rotate through the just totally be off the radar for EG. AG just the whole early awkwardly. They had a great move with Sai and Ricky, and they did perplexed
The
S4 in his
lifesteal.
offlane, but yeah.
The life